I'm the Associate Director of Training in our HR department.
I am the Budget and Financial Planning Manager.
I'm a Communications Specialist for LAHSA. On a day-to-day basis, my job at LAHSA is to work with members of the news media to make sure that their questions are answered and to provide them a solid foundation of knowledge about the homeless services system so they can tell stories accurately and fairly about homelessness.
I oversee the training and education and professional development for our internal staff and then also for our provider network.
I review all of the funding that is received by LAHSA, and I prepare the agency budgets so that this way the community knows how much funding LAHSA is receiving and where that funding is being directed to.
Trying to counter preconceived notions about homelessness. They're deeply ingrained in our culture, and trying to get people to see that there are different ways to think about it and different ways to think about people is a challenge.
There is multiple funding sources that LAHSA receives. They are from different funders, from the federal, state, local governments, the county, the city, and foundation grants. And with each of those funding sources, there are different nuances. And having to work within LAHSA to ensure that all of that funding is allocated and then that it is reviewed and reported back to our funder, and that it's following all of the guidelines and requirements set by our funders. Managing those multiple funding sources can be very challenging.
I see that staff are just as important as our clients, and sometimes we are clients ourselves. And so oftentimes I look at workers as that we're constantly pouring into so many lives, and then we're left to the place of, well, who's pouring into our cup? The rewarding parts of the job is the moment when someone says to you, I had never thought about that way. I love that. That is waking up someone's consciousness.
My kids came to me and told me one day, Mom, you always work for a place that helps people. Why is that? And I told them, part of our culture is being community oriented. We're communal. We don't do it for ourselves. We do it for the community. And I think the positions that I have held in the past and here at LAHSA show and demonstrate that.
I really enjoy helping tell LAHSA's story because there's so many facets to it. There's so many different things that people do here, from our outreach teams working directly on the ground to people working in different programs, securing funding and making sure these programs operate well in prevention of homelessness, in trying to get people off the streets and into housing, and all of that needs to be told. And I enjoy doing it.
I am LAHSA.
I am LAHSA.
I am LAHSA.